Hey y'all, Ed here. Just checking in for day 6 of the Ultimate Reset. And day 6 started out with a little bit of confusion on my part. So basically, I had thought that we were actually doing oatmeal today for breakfast, and oatmeal is really day 7 and not day 6. And so I got out, woke up this morning, slept really well, got out of bed, took a shower, had some supplements, and started preparing breakfast, which I thought was oatmeal. And so I'm getting the water out, we're starting to boil the water and getting that going. And then I look in the book for some reason, and I realize that, ooh, it's actually day 7 that's oatmeal, and day 6 that's baked tempeh. And so I look at the baked tempeh, and it requires an hour's marinating time and about 35 minutes, 40 minutes worth of cooking. I didn't have that. And so I had to really quickly improvise. And so I just decided to quickly make the oatmeal, which was basically the water was already going, so the oatmeal was already going. So we were good there. That wasn't a problem. And decided to really quickly make some zucchini soup, which was also going to go with that day's lunch. And then we ended up having baked tempeh for dinner with some brown rice and some steamed vegetables. And I'll tell you, the steamed vegetables popped. We had cauliflower, broccoli, zucchini, squash, and asparagus, and probably like a cereal bowl size worth. Really good, really, really good. And there was nothing on it, just plain steamed vegetables. But just had a lot of flavor, a lot more flavor than I remember. And I'm not a big fan of cauliflower. Like, I think it's one of the most disgusting things in the world. And I liked it. So that's a good thing. But no, I'm not going to go back and try the olives. Just not going to happen. So anyway, all in all, really good day for me. I had a lot of energy. Vicky's a little tired. She's also a little cranky. She had a pretty rough day at work, and the mental toll and the internal toll of what we're sort of doing on the body and changing things up and really going against of how we've been eating. And really sort of following the strict regimen of what we're putting into our body, it plays a toll on us. And not only insides and sort of how we're feeling, but also emotionally. And so it was a stressful day for me. And hey, buddy. Big hug. Oh. All right, kiddo. Sleep tight, okay? Quinn, my oldest, going to bed. So all in all, she had a pretty rough day, and I think she's probably going to be turning in here pretty quickly after Quinn goes down. Anyway, so we were talking yesterday about some of the supplements that we're using here, and so I figured today we would talk about the next one on the list, Mineralize. And so Mineralize is basically Himalayan salt, and this has if you think of like salt, right? Most people they don't want to put salt in their food, or maybe they do because it adds extra flavor. But the table salt that we're used to just is totally processed, and it's really anything that was ever good for us in the salt is really no longer good for us in the salt. And so this salt is actually purer than sea salt, and it's better for you. And so what we do is we have this a couple times a day, 3 times a day, and you can put it in seasoning for food or whatnot if you want to. It also helps, just like the Alkalinize, it helps to give yourself a stable pH and give yourself a pretty good balance so that your body can be operating in the manner that it needs to be operating. It also helps to regulate the water that's going through our system and our body that's in it all the way. The other thing that Mineralize does is it helps us absorb our food and our nutrients in through our digestive tract. So the food that we're eating, we want our body to process it and be really to use it. And so this basically helps us do that. So so far, I like it. It was really interesting because we start off by putting, to give you a ratio, start off by putting a half a teaspoon, which is really not, it's half a teaspoon. I guess you know what it is, into 1 gallon of water. and you mix that up, and that's how you basically take this 3 times a day. You're having a 16-ounce glass of water basically, about 30 minutes before you're eating, and it's got Mineralize in it. We're basically having our water that's got Mineralize in it throughout the day. And I'll tell you, today I actually had, talk about the amount of water that we're drinking. I had a gallon of water today. This is actually a glass of water from it, so it just looks like a plain glass of water, of a new gallon jug. So we're just going through a ton of water with this program, and it's basically you don't really realize how little water you're drinking until you start drinking as much as you do. And the general rule of thumb is you take your body weight and you divide it by 2, and that's the amount of water that you should be having on a daily basis. And I challenge you. I mean, how many ounces of water are you drinking every single day? And do you think it's enough, or is it sort of filled up with coffee or tea or soda or juice or whatever else it is? I'll tell you, I don't. I mean, if I'm drinking all this, I don't have time to put anything else in my body other than water. And really, on the cleanse, on the detox, you're drinking water. That's really what you're drinking. You're not drinking coffee. I think you can drink green tea. I've never really been a big tea guy, and I haven't been a caffeine guy, so I'm okay there. But yeah. So anyway, that's Mineralize. Tomorrow, I don't know. We'll pick one of the other supplements and we'll give you a sort of a quick rundown on that one. But anyway, all in all, really good day, and looking forward to seeing what tomorrow brings. Day 6, I guess, but really day 7. Anyway, have a good night, guys.